Hello everyone, I'm Veena Bhinde working as an assistant professor in ASSMS IOIT, Department of Computer Engineering. In last lecture we have seen the entire details of waterfall model and its advantages and disadvantages. So while using the waterfall model there are some disadvantages and we can't use that model for the long term projects. So to overcome the disadvantages of waterfall model, so many new models, so many other models are implemented. Apart from that, now we are going to see the incremental process model. As its name implies that the increment of that model, incrementation of that model, incremental word is mentioned here. What is meant by that? See, the figure shows here there are different types of increments are present. That is increment hash 1, increment hash 2 up to the increment n. What exactly mean that? The basic example of incremental process model is shown here, that is a rapid application development. Nowadays the rapid development is a very basic thing because everyone wants thing rapidly expansion. So for that purpose we are going to use a rapid application development model, that is a RAD model, very basic and very effective model rather than the waterfall model, because waterfall model has so many disadvantages and in the long term projects we can't use the waterfall model. So to overcome that basic disadvantage we are going to use this rapid application development model. What exactly the rapid application development model is? See, the basic 5 stages, that is a communication, planning, modeling, construction and deployment. These 5 stages are very basic in any developmental model when we deal with the software engineering. But the main question and the one main thing is how to handle those 5 stages to modify to modified level. Because when we change our model, why to change that model? The first question arises is why to change that model, and after changing that model which kind of things we are going to achieve, what exactly the difference we came to know after using the different model. So see, this is used when there is a no need to provide limited set of software functionality to users quickly and then refine and expand that functionality in later software. The basic disadvantage we have seen in the waterfall model is nothing but when there are new changes or when there are new requirements are occurred in your project, you can't go back, you can't revert back, and that's why the entire things of while handling the waterfall model gets collapsed. So to overcome such thing, see, the incremental model, that is rapid application development model, the basic of that model is shown in this figure here. The 5 stages, that is for increment 1. What is meant by that increment 1? Suppose if we take one example, that is there is a one big project and you have to divide that big project number of into the number of small projects, that is increment 1. What that increment 1 means? Delivery of first increment, that is for that particular small module, one entire model or one entire project, it's get divided into the different number of small modules. The entire project is divided into the different number of modules, and for that every module, for that every incremental model. Why to use that incremental model and how it becomes the effective? See, when you use that incremental model to your big project, at that time, see, suppose you are deal with the module 1 or suppose you are deal with the module, any module in this entire project, if in between any changes may occur, at that time you can only handle that much of increment or that much of module part. You don't need to handle the entire project at that time, and this is the very important point mentioned in the incremental model. And why to use incremental model? The answer is when the new changes or new requirements are added newly in your project, at that time you have to deal with the only that model, that is rework of entire project is we can stop here. Reworking of the entire project is we can stop here. Only you can change the little bit changes in your current module or that appropriate module, and you can use that module for the next increment. This is the very basic and important facility given by the incremental model. And side by side there are two axes are given, that is software functionality and features. While handling the incremental model, for every module, for every small module, the functionality and features we can use very wisely, because we have to think only about those module at that time. When the entire modules are get built, finally you can integrate those modules, and you can link those, integrate those modules with each other, and you can form one big project while handling those small modules. So this is a very important and very basic model, but it gives you the rapid development rather than the waterfall model, because the new things, new features and functionalities, because in software market, daily updates are there, and according to that you have to make changes in your software to survive in the market. So for that purpose, rapid application development, that is incremental process model, is very beneficial for the process. When an incremental model is used, the first increment is often a core product. The core things which you have to put in that product is first put it in your first model. Okay. So there are also some disadvantages are given. Each phase is rigid and no overlapping. So we have to take care of that. That each phase should be act as a different one. No overlapping should be there. Not all requirements are gathered up at once. Problems may arise. See, you suppose you work on module 1, and at that time you have to make some changes, and after completion of all the projects, when you have upcoming new changes in that product, at that time you have to came back. So new changes is a very crucial thing, and we can't handle in any model 100%, but while using the RAD model we can try our best to handle the models very effectively. Thank you so much.